That movie was just a movie that probably didn't have to come out.
Man, yeah, man.
Like, there's no reason for it, really,
Yeah.
right? You really didn't have to come out with this movie.
What's up, guys? It's CJ. I'm here with Marvel Mike and then Richie. We're here with another episode of Superhero Sundays. But before we do, like always, man, what do we say? Stop, spoiler alerts, go watch these movies and shows we're going to talk about. Then come back and join us. When you come back and join us, make sure you like and subscribe because any and all your support is greatly appreciated, man. And it helps us impact the community by honoring real life heroes. So with all that being said, hope you have your cups so you can give me a cheers. I have Captain America today. We're going to talk about Captain Marvel. All right. Ooh, ooh. There we go. All right.
Oh,
Cheers, guys. Cheers. Let's go ahead and get rolling and actually talk about Captain Marvel and the Marvels, man. We got a lot to get into. First, there's been two big flops this year, The Flash and now the Marvels. But quality-wise, because money doesn't equal quality of the movie, quality-wise, overall, which movie is better, The Flash or the Marvels?
Well, I will say Flash, the movie, was not just bad in quality, but I didn't like the story. Listen, that movie was from beginning to end just a train wreck. From the way that the CGI looked, from the baby scene, from Batman looking kind of weird. All of a sudden, you see Wonder Woman for some random, I'm just here, and you hear little music. And then the time traveling for tomato sauce or something like that. Like, this is all just the only good thing about that movie was Batman.
Yeah.
which one?
Oh, that good question.
Like, wait a minute, what do you mean? Which one?
What Michael Keaton Batman was
Very
the
well.
best part of it. From the beginning, when he first came in, he was kind of like Gotham is already saved, so he didn't know what to do with himself, losing everything. So you get to see how Batman was when that happens. And then also when all his fight scenes, when he fought against the Kryptonian, everything about it was well done and very well appreciated. The colliding of universes was kind of dumb, but kind of nostalgic. You got to see,
The Superman?
yeah, what's his name? That his movie didn't never came out.
Nicolas Cage.
Nicolas Cage Superman doing some random stuff. And,
With the grade A graphics stuff.
but it's just, that movie was just a movie that probably didn't have to come out.
Man. Yeah, man.
Like, there's no reason for it, really. If you really think about the whole continuity of the DCU, it's ending, right? You really didn't have to come out with this movie.
Yeah.
They just thought that, maybe we'll make some money, right?
It should have made a lot of money.
So that movie, because of the whole thing with Isra, that movie really shouldn't have come out, especially knowing that James Gunn was taking over and they didn't matter really, right?
Mhm.
But
Well, James Gunn gave his seal of approval. Yeah, let's still release it.
nobody's perfect. Everybody makes mistakes.
Yeah.
Chalk that up to a
It's
mistake.
his first bugaboo as the DC.
Yeah, it's one of those things where it's like that movie really shouldn't have came out to begin with. The Marvels was a decent, no, not a decent, an okay movie. The end credit scene made it even better, right? Because it's actually giving us the actual hope visualized of seeing the X-Men into the MCU. So this movie definitely better than The Flash, without a doubt. Without a doubt.
So I was thinking about too the other day, with The Flash, with Michael Keaton's Batman. We saw Batman die, and it wasn't like this major thing. Like, it was just Michael Keaton Batman, iconic character. He died in the movie, and it's like, no one made a big deal about it, but it should have been a big deal. And we see people like Iron Man, he died, he sacrificed himself. Major big thing that people still talk about today. So when Superman died, no one really cared because it was his second time being in the movie and he died already. It's like with DC, the way they sacrifice their heroes, they don't do it like there's no real big build up to it. You know what I'm saying, Mike? Like it just seems like it happens and it's just like something that just happens. With Marvel, it's like.
But with Marvel, they had 10 plus years of buildup of it, of this character that people love. With DC, they want to do it in one movie. Granted, that's an iconic character from an iconic, era of the movies. Mm-hmm. But then again, this movie, The Flash, showed us that it really didn't matter because they're just going to erase the timeline anyway.
Yeah.
So they had no feeling or really
no weight behind it.
Yeah, there's no weight behind it. With Iron Man in the MCU, Richard said he cried. So that's 10 plus years of people being attached to a character. Mm-hmm. And losing him and knowing that this is the only way to do it.
I didn't cry. Cynthia cried.
Don't lie, Richard. You said it.
I almost.
We have the evidence. We have the
almost
evidence.
Shed a tear. I said Cynthia cried.
No.
Hey,
anyway,
you know what though, Mike? You can do it where you have a character for one movie that sacrifices himself and it hits you in the heart. Because Groot, when he said, "We are Groot," and he died, theater was quiet. People looked at each other like, "Dang, bro." So you could have had Michael Keaton Batman be like, his sacrifice meant something. We are Batman. We are Batman. Literally 2 Batmans in the movie.
But instead he said, he said, "Want to get nuts?" Let's get nuts. Randomly, for no goddamn reason, out of nowhere, he just says that. No one asked him a question. No one asked him anything. He just randomly said, "Want to get nuts?"
And then he died.
Let's get nuts.
Yo, I mean, it's just they just don't do it the right way, man. There's ways to do it.
I gotta say, you got me there. Because when Groot said "We are Groot," I damn near shed a tear. Like, seriously, I was like, dude, over a tree.
Hey, who did it? James Gunn. James Gunn shows you how to do things the right way.
Was it more emotional in that, or when seeing Rocket's origin story?
Oh no, Rocket's origin story. James Gunn, bro, why do you do this to us, man? Why do you do this to us comic book fans? Where
that's why he's
bro.
That's why he's becoming the GOAT, bro.
Like Rocket
on the globe.
That scream that Rocket let out, that cry, like that still gives me chills. Like that sucks, bro. And then the villain laughed at him.
Yeah, mimicked him.
He mimicked him, bro. Like, yo, like, see, that's how you do comic book movies. That's how you build up characters. And I'm so glad he's taking over DC because we're gonna get that stuff. Imagine this. We hope we get this stuff because, yeah, bro, we should have some DC movies where.
And James Gunn, I trust. Damn it.
And exactly, man. So I'm with Mike on this. The Marvels over the Flash. Richard, the Flash or the Marvels?
Damn, that's hard. I think it's a hard question because they're both like equally like had their good moments and they're like all the points that Mike said with the Marvels is that the editing wasn't good with not being rushed, and then with the Flash, like just they try to force the nostalgia with the "let's get nuts" out of nowhere, and so I feel like they're just both on par with each other. I really do.
Yeah.
I honestly feel like in both movies, they were better than I expected, but there were still a lot of flaws. So it was like above average movie to me. Don't get me wrong, I enjoyed both of them. If I really, really had to pick one, I guess it would be The Flash as well. Just because they really just try to force some of those things with the nostalgia. And I loved it because it's Michael Keaton's my favorite Batman. He was probably what carried the movie, but killing him off, there was no send off, there was no big deal. The crappy animation or graphics.
So you're picking the Marvels over the Flash?
Yeah, so it's like it's really by threads and needles with it, but yeah,
I hear you.
I'll pick the Marvels. Women rule. So
to be clear though, I didn't hate. To be clear, I didn't hate the Flash. Like the CGI bothered me a little bit, but some people they just went over the top with saying the CGI sucked. Some parts, I get what the director was saying. It was supposed to look crappy. I get it. I get what he was saying. But overall, story-wise, I don't know. I'm just gonna, like Richard said, I give the Marvels a little nudge over the Flash.
The end credit scene is what did it.
Yeah. I like the Marvels. I didn't hate it. I like the Marvels.
I mean, it's probably one of the most important end credit scenes, like altogether. Like not just recently.
Not the most important, but the most impactful.
Yeah.
I get it. Yeah. I like that.
Because
I agree.
Over 2 decades of Marvel movies, not just MCU, but going back to the original X-Men 1999. You know, that's 24 years ago, dude. And now finally we're getting confirmation that it's gonna merge. Mm-hmm. So
it was one of the end credit scenes that got me the most hyped in a long time. And while in the theaters, people gasped when they saw Beast. Like they were like, like I haven't heard that in a while with any of the end credit scenes. Can you think of one, Mike? You gasped, right? It's like, and then I was one of the people that didn't look online to see what this end credit scene was about. You know, I wanted to be surprised.
Yeah.
So
same.
Yeah. Last end credit scene that was great, Mike. Can you think of one? What was No Way Home's end credit scene? Did they have one?
They did have one. It was Venom leaving a little bit left behind in the MCU.
I get that was a good one.
Not as good as that. Trying to think of other like ridiculous.
Mike's like anything Venom related.
And it really pains me because Venom was like one of my favorite villains of all time.
Oh yeah. Comic book wise, he's awesome.
And even in the Spider-Man animated series, like he was
legit.
Yeah, no, 100%. And then you get Eric Foreman and Bane.
What was a good end credit scene? Mom or Multiverse of Madness was him going back into the dark realm where Dormammu was.
Damn, I don't remember.
Yeah, no, a lot of these end credit scenes I can't remember all.
Yeah, there's not really big end credit scenes like that. That's
Quantumania. I mean, it was just showing all the Kangs that are coming.
Yeah, but we got over Kang already, kind of.
Yeah.
But I can't think of anyone. To be honest, right now, that's the only one that I can think of that impactful. Like it's almost as big as the first end credit scene of the first Iron Man one, where Nick Fury showed up. Because you knew what was gonna come. You know, you're like that. Like this is happening. Like we're gonna get the Avengers. Like this is gonna happen, right?
Yeah.
So it's really interesting. Maybe that is the most impactful one since the original end credit scene. And you might want to even go back as far as the Hulk, because
I mean, there was some where Thanos, got shown for the first time when he turned around in his chair.
Well, when he first got shown, I think was Guardians of the Galaxy.
That was the end credit scene.
He was actually in the movie, but it was a different actor that played him.
You're right. But what was the one where he actually went and grabbed the glove?
That was
and
the
like, I'll
end
do this
of
myself.
Thor Ragnarok, I think.
Okay.
When he says,
Okay.
I guess I have to do this myself or whatever.
Yeah.
But I mean, we already knew that was coming anyway. So
Yeah.
it wasn't that impactful as we kind of figured the X-Men were going to come, but we had so many questions. Like, which one is it going to be? Is it going to be the Beast from the most recent movies or the original Beast? Is it going to be, different aspects of it? So it's just like it answered so many questions and kind of put up that hype that it's coming.
Yeah. It was a good end credit scene, man. So people that haven't seen it, you're missing out. Are people that just got the leaks online. You're doing yourself an injustice. But whatever. What can we do? What can we say? We can try to talk about it, promote it. But hey,